some things. So I want to give you the takeaways, and really there's 4 key takeaways. Believe it or not, the world does have a climate change problem going forward. And it's likely to be extremely pronounced in places like Alaska. You're likely to see major changes in vegetation, permafrost melting, all kinds of strange things happening. And so the building sector and green building is really important for trying to control this sort of runaway CO2 in the atmosphere. The second real takeaway is that green design and development is here to stay. And even during the worst building recession in anybody's memory in the commercial sector, down 30% throughout the US, and the residential sector down 50% or more, green building has continued to grow. And if you just take the LEED green building system as a surrogate for green building in general, we're still adding, and I'll show you some graphs here because I did go to engineering school, and so I like to show a few graphs. We're still adding 500 new projects a month to the LEED system at an average size of 100,000 square feet. So you can do the math. That's a lot of square footage. So we're still adding almost 500 million square feet a year of new green projects. The third takeaway is that there are benefits, and I'll kind of go through those with you, that are significant for all types of buildings. So it's not just commercial office buildings or university buildings. It's just any kind of building you could think of. There's a reason to go green. And the fourth is that the cost premiums have really come down. You know, when we were first starting this 10 years ago, I was one of the instructors for the LEED system, and you know, cost was on everybody's mind, and most people thought building green was going to cost you 10% more, 20% more, and that kind of perception persisted throughout the middle of the last decade. And finally, as we started to get thousands of projects built and done, we began to discover that the cost premiums are probably on the order of 2% for large green buildings. And 2% is really in the noise level. You know, most buildings carry a 5% contingency budget. When there's a lot of construction cost inflation, they might carry 10%. So if you have a 2% cost premium for all the benefits that I'm going to talk about, well, that isn't a bad deal. That's a pretty good deal, in fact. So that's kind of the takeaways